Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the STB-1, the tier 10 Japanese medium tank, and this tank is very similar to the Type 71, at least from the way it looks and the way it plays. So this is pretty much a Type 71, just a medium version at tier 10, of course. Now, the reason why people love the STB-1 or used to love it a lot was simply because of how good the turret armor was and the fact that you could go hull down with it. That made this tank very unique because, for example, the T-62 also has a very solid turret, but you cannot necessarily go hull down with it because of the poor gun depression. The STB-1's gun depression is very good, and so it makes it far more useful and easier to go hull down, and therefore you can pretty much get a ridgeline and hold it for so long. That's why the STB-1 is so great. And don't get me wrong, the gun is also very solid. That's because the aim time and gun handling is good. The DPM is okay for a medium, there's far better tanks with more DPM, but this DPM is going to be enough. It's not like you won't be able to shoot your enemies, if you know what I mean. So this tank can still smack people up if necessary, and of course the mobility is also fairly good. It's not something like an M60 used to be or an M48. It's still very mobile, and I feel like the STB can get from point A to point B relatively quickly and get those early positions going on and then dominate throughout the whole game. That's the way to play on the STB-1. You use your mobility, get to your key locations at the very start of the map, and then take them and use your turret and turret armor, of course, and as well as your hull down capabilities to pretty much hold the enemy as long as possible and do as much damage as possible. This is very strong because if you're going up against other mediums, they won't necessarily be able to HE you out of your position. For example, if you're hull down in a cron and there's TDs and heavy tanks against you because you obviously go to the heavy tank side, then they can technically HE you because tanks like the E100 have very strong HE. But then if you go to the medium side on this thing, they won't necessarily be able to get you out of position, if you know what I mean. So overall, the STB's gameplay is very simple. You don't necessarily want to brawl with other mediums simply because you're going to get out DPM'd by a Leopard, a T-62, Object 140. But in a hull down situation, you're absolutely going to dominate heavies, mediums, lights, whatever it is. So I would definitely give this tank a solid 9 out of 10. So tell me what you guys think about the STB in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.